novi stream na kanalu. Danas, kao što vidite, spremam je razgovor i sad ćemo da nastavimo. Inserire referenciju. Što je ovo?
Can't believe it was Baldur that came to our house. The Aesir. Baldur. And you fought him. And won!
Yes.
One of Odin's sons. Thor's brother. And now he's hunting us with his nephews. Why is this happening?
If we can raise the head, you can ask him.
Okay. You know, it's silly, but I secretly hope we find a giant somewhere in that mountain. I guess they really did leave Midgard, except for the serpent. Maybe the last was not.
Male priče klasnije, ono.
Are you the last of your kind too? Is that why you don't like to talk about
My kind?
I mean, your family. You're from Moldova. Where you came from.
Now is not the time for that.
Oh,
Rock! Rock! Rock!
What? I'm on a fucking break. Don't hear me screeching at you whenever you're twiddling your short and curlies.
Leave him, boy.
No, Pat. Well, you already soiled my solitude, so you may as well join me.
You're not hungry.
Good. It's not what I was offering.
Saw your brother again.
Congratulations. And I'm sure you'll let him go and Roger my axe good and plenty again. Hmm? Let's see the damage. Little canker throat wouldn't know proper weight and balance if it were dangling off his chut. You eating well enough?
I guess.
Good. All better. Now what the fuck else you want, huh?
au.
He gets so wrapped up in his work, Sentry hasn't the sense to sip or sup. And if he does remember, good luck getting him to cook his own meat.
Ušte se bolje.
Guess I got all the stomach in the
Isto.
family. Along with the smarts.
You miss him.
What, that spit-fister? What do you know?
Ajde.
I just mean...
Hey, do you mind? Trying to concentrate here. Already on a break from my break.
No, to mi ništa ne treba. Biti ovdje.
Something for the boy?
Šta njemu? Ma,
What's it gonna be?
sekiru mogu. Baš se mora prolazi voz. Baš sad. Ja vidimo. I tamo šta će mi to? Snaga i sreća. Ška. Hajde. Čekaj, imamo u stvari šta ima sve. Kamen skrsnuće. Ovo je uvijek kupim dobro.
Always a pleasure.
No.
Now fuck right along.
Dobro, nastavljamo.
Boy, what is the path back to the witch?
First, we need to find a boat. Oh, guess we're not going back to the woods just yet.
Sorry. Ne znam ja gde je ona.
Do you remember the way back to the witch from here?
That way, behind the big statue of Thor.
Kako ti kažeš, mali? Mislim da tu nema ničega, ne? Ali
Wish
si
we could have gone
retredio.
on a trip like this with Mother. She could fight, couldn't she?
Yes. She fought beautifully.
Ma io qua essere si mi sta dovuto, dai, mi piace. Ne mogu da... Je. Malo je skroz zeznu stvar.
Want to dock here?
Ne. Čak ako bi mogu, ali... Ne.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
What kind of story?
I don't know. Mother always had stories. Weren't you told any when you were a boy?
There was a man I knew long ago. His stories were brief and purposeful.
Sounds fun. Do you remember any?
There was one that concerned a hare and a tortoise.
Like the witch's house?
Unlikely.
So what happens?
They wager on a race between them. The hare is too confident of victory and foolish, while the tortoise is steady and disciplined. The tortoise wins.
You haven't told a lot of stories, have you?
Pa ovdje trebam da idem jedno vamo, jedno vamo. Je.
That's some statue. Who built it, you think?
I do not know.
Koji kurac. Hajde. Imamo onda opet ovo. Što je? Ovaj mali kaže iza Thorove statue. Da, još da je bio prolaz. Bilo bi super. Gdje sad mali? Ovdje ti nema ničega.
about one more story?
One more. There was a horse. The horse sought vengeance upon his enemy, a stag. But he could not kill the stag alone. The horse met a man, a hunter, and made a deal. He took the man's bit and bridle and allowed him to ride in the saddle on his back. Together, they killed the stag, and the horse tasted victory. But the hunter would not release the horse and made a slave of him.
So getting revenge cost him his freedom. Hope it was worth it.
It was not.
I wonder if the world serpent even knows part of his body's lying over here.
Ovdje mora voz da prođe.
The world serpent's even over here. I told you he's big.
Što vidimo ovdje? No. Dobro. Sad iza mene. Jel moguće? Baš tu sakrili jedan prolaz. Ajde ispod ovdje, malo da se okupate, smrite. Eto.
How about one more story?
One more. There was a tale of a frog. His pond had dried up, so the frog and his son left to find a new home.
Huh?
The water dropped.
When the serpent rose. Right. I knew that.
Tu mi je trebalo više se uništi. Da bi se
The witch is
uništio.
really powerful, but you really think the witch can bring a head back to life?
She seems competent in her craft, and we have nothing to lose.
If she can't bring it back to life, can we keep the head?
No. But you may feed it to the fish.
Okay. At the ready.
Bro, mali končić. I lik je det.
This'll lead out.
these two.
Hey, this does more than decipher those Muspelheim runes. It also contains the Traveler. Should we go visit the fire rock?
Слышим, мы с вами пошли, позвонить между сетом. Добро. Добро, смотри. Странно, що той жигло, я уж что свечи. Это бьется.
Turn back Aesir. Guess the gods are welcome here. There he is. I hope he remembers us.
Aj, prvo ajde se vratimo ovdje. Da vidimo gdje je ovaj čest.
See someone up there.
Gdje? Gdje si ti? Vidiš ti.
Atreus, to me.
Okay, I'm coming.
Dobro. Še ne mogu biti toliko razdvojeni, tako da su najvjerojatnije većina njih ovdje unutra. Mislim, tako tu meni. Sad, gdje je stvarno ne znam. Ajde, ne gdje su. Moramo napraviti malo pauzu, ako mi boli glava, vraćam se možda za 5 minuta i tako nešto. Ok, ljudi, ovo me nazad. Nas se odmorio.
How's it going, Charlie?
Jako me bola glava.
What is that name?
That's what he told me it was. What it sounded like in my head, anyway. Charlie. Here we go!
Jesi. No, super.
I see improvement.
Father, she is here. It's so good to see you again. I knew you weren't dead.
Hello.
Oh, can you bring a head back to life?
I'm not sure I understand what... Wait. Where did you get those? The arrows. Give them to me, now.
They were a gift.
Do as she says, boy.
These arrows are dangerous and wicked. You find any more, you destroy them, understand?
Što, brate, šta ti je?
Say it!
I understand. If I see them, I'll destroy them.
It's all I ask. Forgive me. Please, take my arrows in their place. I have no need for them anymore.
Kako su to strele obične, druže?
Now, what's this about a head?
Mimir.
Do you have any idea who this is? Did you kill him?
At his request. He claimed you could revive him.
Me? Are you sure you heard him right?
Please?
Take him to the table. Himalith. It's been a long time since I've practiced the old magic. Hold him there. Let's have a look. Well, thankfully his head hasn't decayed much and his brain is still intact. Nice clean cut. Cutting off his head of all people. I sure hope you know what you're doing. Now, hold his head under the water and don't let go. I mean it. That's enough.
It worked!
Let me see him. Mimir? You there?
Yes.
Good.
Oh. Hello, Freya. Been a long time. You look well.
What I did for them. As far as I'm concerned, death suits you better.
I'd bow if I could, Your Majesty. Forgive me. Had I known the witch in the woods was Freya herself, I never would have suggested this.
Freya? The goddess Freya?
You didn't know either? Sorry.
When word gets out that Mimir is free, the wrath of Odin won't be far behind.
You are God.
Leader of the Vanir once, yes. But no longer.
You did not think it important to tell me.
Zašto prolaze vozovi cijelo
Are
vrijeme?
you really going to lecture me about that?
Worrying, boy.
But
Now.
You're welcome.
Su ljudi.
We cannot trust her.
Ima bukvalno iste strele.
Have I taught you nothing, boy?
But she's helped us a lot.
She lied.
Some people value their privacy. Best not to judge, brother.
When I require your council head, I will ask.
Fair enough. Get me to Tyr's temple in the Lake of the Nine, and I'll get you to Jotunheim as promised.
We know the temple. What's there?
Only the last living giant in Midgard. Who better to tell us the way?
The world serpent? Wait, do you know how to talk to him?
Indeed. He speaks an obscure tongue more ancient even than these mountains. None are left in Midgard who speak it. Except, of course, for
Drangor.
You do?
It's true. You wouldn't know it to look at him, but Jormungandr is a sparkling conversationalist.
Se mi toliko sporo. Ne. Prvo piše trend, kad se spusim piše trend idem gore. I onda kad krenem da se opet vraćam ka gore, zašto je pisalo trend ka gore, no trebam da idem desno. Pa. Ok, nastavljamo dalje.
So, Mimir, why did Freya spin your face?
No. Speak of Baldur. He claims nothing harms him.
Aye, Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
Boasting of a god. Everyone has a weakness.
Not him, I'm afraid. Baldur is blessed with invulnerability to all threats, physical or magical.
You just said that, Mimir.
Did I?
What is the source of this power?
Well, as I recall, it involved, a spell?
Mimir?
Parts of my brain must still be coming back to life. Just need a moment to finish waking up.
Hope he's not broken. Mimir, we're in the lake.
Perfect. Dock us near the bridge.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason.
Enough. No stories. Not while on foot. Our focus is the road.
Completely understand. I'll finish later, lad.
Ed, how do we speak to the serpent?
There's a horn on a platform at the middle point of the bridge. Take me to it.
Finally, that horn!
Good. Now...
Mali sili gigante.
Why is he doing that?
Odin had that statue
Poi
made
Thor.
of Thor. And seeing as the world serpent absolutely abhors the fat dauber, he was probably sick of looking at it.
But doesn't that hurt?
Well, he and Thor have a bit of an unpleasant history between them. Or they will, anyway. So I guess waking up to see it was worse than the thought of lumps of solid stone passing through his gullet. You want me to ask him?
No. Our only concern is Jotunheim.
All right, wish me luck. Oh, ha ha ha. You envy me. he remembers me. Why you... Oh no, that's not right. Mokuno Untun Kun. Ahon Eko no Thuno Vunora. He knows the pain of your loss. He will help you. Efniun Fogur. Curious.
What is it?
Oh, nothing to be concerned about.
What is he doing?
Making sure we're headed in the right direction. Listen closely now. We need two things to get us into the land of the giants. First, we need to learn the travel rune that opens realm travel to Jotunheim. Second, we need to carve that rune into the special gateway.
That one on the peak where we first met you?
Correct. Except the giants, in their infinite wisdom, saw to it that no ordinary chisel would do the job. Only the tip of a magical chisel opens that gate. Luckily, I know where it is, and it's not far.
He looked kind of mad for a moment.
Ah, that. He thought I said you were friends of Odin. You'll forgive me. I've never spoken the ancient tongue sober.
Wait, look! The water's dropped even further. You can see more of the realm towers and statues. I even see new places to explore along the shore.
Where is this chisel?
Find me a boat, and we'll go from there.
So when we get to the boat, we can either look for that special chisel now, or go exploring for a little while. I'm happy with whatever you want to do.
Which way to the chisel?
Keep rowing towards the statues of the oarsmen, then thread past between them.
Mimir, you never did tell me why Freya spit in your face.
Well, she blames me in large measure for her present circumstances, and not totally without reason. It all goes back to the long war between the Aesir and Vanir. Prior to that, wars for the Aesir were easily won, but the Vanir had proved their equal and exacted devastating damage. Both sides suffered tremendous losses, and for many of us, quite frankly, war was simply no fun anymore, but a rather senseless waste of precious life. You know what? I'll tell this one later.
Ulfik. You were taken from this realm too early. You who walks among the living, my beloved...
You want us to collect her...
Ulf...
Really?
Boy.
I can smell...
Boy.
They've taken 3 of Sweet Gulvik's bones and spread them across the lake. Bring me her bones, child.
Ah, good. The special chisel is ahead past this gate.
should look for those bones.
Why?
Didn't you hear him? We could talk to Mom again. If we keep an eye out
Look
while
if
we...
you wish, boy. I will not be distracted by this fool's... This chisel we seek. What is it?
I'm glad you asked, actually. I have just the story for you. There was a giant once named Thamur. A very giant, who, despite his mountainous size, was without question the greatest stonemason this world had ever seen. Proud Thamur hoped to one day pass his vast knowledge on to his son. But young Hrimthur had the heart of a warrior. Perhaps the father had too much fear in him, or the son too little. Either way, a quarrel of theirs spiraled out of control, and the overworked stonemason, bonk, struck his son. Hrimthur ran off into the night. Feeling shame and regret, Thamur chased after his son. But in his emotional state, soon found himself wandering Midgard, lost and alone. Sadly, he caught the eye of the one person he didn't want to meet alone that night, so far from home. Thor.
And? What happened next?
You'll see.
Thor killed him. Oh no. He fell in the village?
Aye. When Thamur fell, he crushed a charming place famed for worshipping the Vanir god Njord. Thor always took credit for planning that one. The truth is, the sweaty ballbag just got lucky.
Moguće sad neko pali vatromet ruže. Stvarno, provoze i po vatrometu.
A dangerous beast. We will take him down together.
That didn't seem to do anything.
Brother, looks like that crystal's running again.
We seek a chisel.
The tip of one, yes. A very, very giant chisel.
Treba mi nešto veliko, iako što to može se uši. Nečija ruka.
Magically sealed, I'm afraid.
Okay, skończy.
Trick, lad.
His idea.
No myślę, że prowadzi sobie protiv ovoga.
What happened to the survivors?
Oh, Thamur was a frost giant. When he died, his final breath froze everything.
Juju.
He is.
Find the tip of that chisel. That's the magic we need.
Do njegov Turčekić.
enemies. Ready if you are. I'm ready.
Peixe, pegaste. Precisas. Sério, deu. Nossa, vocês already burras. Як вообще подсечь бурс? Можешь? Мене заебало.
That was a long one.
Видимо. Ну, мисс видео. Идем далее. Учится с утра дед. О. Ево мой. Глава. Хукилай. Тамур. Кука моя глава, друже.
How are we getting down there?
Г. Там и только внутрь. Там урок. Там с роком идти.
You do? Do not act so surprised.
Oh, no offense, brother, but I don't even think Thor with Mjolnir in hand could get through that much ice.
Then Thor is a fool.
This should be entertaining.
Boy.
Два.
impressive. Come on up.
Oh, you're not tired.
Dobro. Idemo dalje.
Wow, that was something, that fight. Here, catch. Well, that was a waste of a perfectly good
How
hour.
were you not seen? There is nowhere here to hide.
Oh, that. It's a little trick my people can pull. A special way of not being seen.
You can be invisible?
More like I can step into the realm between realms. And your mind doesn't understand what it's seeing, so it sees nothing at all. That's how we avoid ever having to actually use the weapons we craft. It doesn't seem to work on dragons, though.
Your brother wanted to know if you're getting enough to eat. I guess I could tell him you are.
Brock was asking about me? Was there meat on his breath? You let him touch this again. Come on, then.
Ako je tako nosiš, nećeš i
So that's
nigde
how Brock was in the
odneti.
temple right after the water drowned. He stepped between realms.
Okay, now shush. I need complete silence for this. There you go.
So, this plan of yours.
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
Bato, seći ću mu tu kosu.
Atreus, to me.
Ne. Aha.
Boy, Armor really
No.
liked jewelry, didn't he? Even braided his beard with it.
I happen to think he looks dashing. You know, for a snow-covered corpse.
So, this plan of yours.
Can you guess it?
Knowing you, it doesn't involve standing around here.
Correct.
But how do we move forward?
My shop's right here!
We heading into that building?
Yes.
You think there's something inside that'll help us break the ice and get to the chisel tip?
No.
I'll keep thinking.
Opet voz. Eto. Kakav je ovo bati za Assassin's Creed Valhalla, druže. Ma da. Eto.
What do we do with that?
We will show it to the dwarves.
Lemire, you knew this place? Before?
I came here on a diplomatic mission once, trying to broker a peace between Asgard and Vanaheim. A war. So many lives lost. What I didn't know was Thor had already gone on a killing spree of giants.
What do the giants have to do with the war between the gods?
Nothing at all, lad. That's the tragedy of it. They took no side in that madness. But Odin's paranoia is surpassed only by Thor's lust for blood.
Ej, myślę, że tu stati ljudi moji. Zašto? Zato što mi kao prvo jako loše, kao drugo dosta smo prešli za sad, tako da. Eto. Ne znam kad će biti sljedeći stream, ali vidimo se uglavnom u sljedećem streamu ili videu. Do tada, pozdrav.